Well, guys, as you guys know, Bud Light is now in the business of being woke and going broke. They clearly want to actually alienate their audience. Bud Light is a big name. Anheuser-Busch been around forever, and now people are rejecting woke light. I don't know why these companies want to do this, man, but company after company keeps wanting to go down the woke path, and they're going broke. Did they not learn anything from the Walt Disney Company? Walt Disney guys are struggling right now. They are struggling. They're going to lay off something like 7,000 people. And why? They got woke and they went broke. It is just that simple. Why is ESPN a failing brand? Because they went woke and they got broke. And they're also under Walt Disney. And Disney may actually try to get rid of them. All you got to do, guys, is look at what's happening to Disney. It is this simple. Just don't alienate your customers. But when Bud Light does stunts like this with Dylan Mulvaney, yeah, people are rejecting woke light. It's pretty despicable, guys, because Dylan Mulvaney is insulting women. Why is it that we're seeing all of the men who want to become women, they're being uplifted mainly by women? Guys, you really don't see men out there actually glorifying this stuff. This is why when it comes to the other side, when you actually have a woman who wants to become a man, you don't see them getting uplifted whatsoever. Like, what's the actress that decided to become a man? She was in Inception. Ellen Page now wants to be known as Elliot Page. Career has pretty much fell off a cliff because she actually removed her breasts and she still looks like a woman with a short haircut. Doesn't look like a guy. It did not help her career at all. I don't know what she's actually doing right now. I know that she was actually in Juno. It may still be going on. I have no idea. No idea. But her career is pretty much gone. And Dylan Mulvaney has been uplifted. Mainly because women accept men becoming women, but not the other way around. And real men just don't seem to be accepting this stuff. All of this propaganda is being pushed in our face every single day. And children have to see this stuff. Children should not be seeing this stuff whatsoever. And when it just comes to, drinking beer, people just want to enjoy their beer without propaganda. Without the full backing, of a company endorsing Dylan Mulvaney, who is a sick human being. This person wasn't very successful, I believe, at TikTok when he was actually still identifying as a male. But once he actually found that niche, then all of a sudden, his career exploded. And now you got Bud Light endorsing this person who just insults women, documenting 365 days as a woman. No, technically you have 0 days as a woman. 0 days. Now, Dylan Mulvaney did have facial, it's not reconstruction, but a feminization surgery or something like that to actually try to get more female looking features, even though still looks like a dude to me. That's just me. Well, that actually brings us to Kid Rock here. Kid Rock, the rapper, is fighting back against woke light. Yeah, he took his Bud Lights and he just shot them all up. He's not having all this propaganda pushed out there. But this is what the left actually wants. This is the only kind of men, namely white men, that the left and Democrats want. They want men to not be men anymore, and they want men to look up to a Dylan Mulvaney. pretty despicable if you ask me, because this person insults women doing this. You don't see it happening on the other side. On the sports channel, we're always making videos about these men going into women's sports and just dominating the competition. But yet, we never actually made videos on women actually going into men's sports. Why? Because physically they can't do it. Biology is a real thing. Dylan Mulvaney is a man. Nothing more. Let's go ahead and dive into this Kid Rock video right here. On the Post Millennial, Kid Rock shoots boxes of Bud Light after beer features Dylan Mulvaney as spokesperson. And by the way, Woke Like actually went and defended Dylan Mulvaney. We'll get into that as well. It says here, American singer, songwriter, and rapper Kid Rock posted a video Monday night of him shooting cases of Bud Light in response to Anheuser-Busch's featuring trans TikTok star Dylan Mulvaney as the spokesperson of the beer. In the video, Rock faces the camera and says, quote, "Grandpa is feeling a little frisky today. Let me say something to all of you and be as clear and concise as possible." The rapper then turns and opens fire on several cases of Bud Light set up as targets at a distance, pulverizing them. And I'm assuming that he probably already owned these, I guess. Maybe he was actually a fan of Bud Light before. I really don't know. But obviously now he's not a fan. They have alienated a customer. And more than one, because, boy, the comments about from Bud Light's Twitter page about the NCAA tournament, yeah, people were crushing Bud Light. They were crushing them. But let's go ahead and look at this 35-second clip here of Kid Rock going berserk on Bud Light. He's fighting back. More people need to fight back. Actually, you know what? It can't be the men fighting back in this case. It needs to be the women. But the women aren't doing that. I mean, you got celebrities like Drew Barrymore, who was on her knees for Dylan Mulvaney. That's a problem. I'm pretty sure the ladies on The View are going to say nothing about Bud Light doing this. No. This is why women, you're just going to keep getting invaded by men. Let's go ahead and play this clip of Kid Rock.
Grandpa's feeling a little frisky today. Let me say something to all you and be as clear and concise as possible. Fuck Bud Light and fuck Anheuser-Busch. Have a terrific day.
I like that. I like that from Kid Rock. By the way, guys, you may notice he's rocking his MAGA hat right here. I'm pretty sure the media is not going to like that. And of course, they're not going to like him actually having his gun shooting up the beer. Yeah. I like that. That was epic right there. Epic. It says here, Bud Light printed cans with Mulvaney's likeness in celebration of Mulvaney's 365 days of girlhood project. Okay. Signifying that Mulvaney, a grown adult male, has been pretending to be a girl for an entire year. Yeah, because it's all pretend. A lot of people don't believe that Dylan Mulvaney is actually trans. I agree with that. In Mulvaney's 365 Days of Girlhood project, Mulvaney released TikTok videos documenting the journey from presenting as a gay male to presenting as a gay male in women's clothing, which included facial feminization surgery and publicly taking estrogen. Yeah. Dylan Mulvaney, I believe, started to get kind of popular when he was actually on the Price is Right. When he was still, identifying as a male. And then he went on like this 2-3 minute like tirade, just running up and down. It was very, very over the top right there. Pretty crazy. But of course, Beijing Biden invited this man to the White House because this person, I guess, checks the boxes because Joe Biden is all for this. And he wants to do this to your kids. This is the culture war that we are in right now, guys. We are in a huge, huge culture war right now, where you have leftist women celebrating Dylan Mulvaney. This is why I have little hope for women's sports, because the women aren't unified. They're not unified at all. Now, when it comes to the other side, you know, when it comes to women identifying as men, they're you're committing, I guess, career suicide at that point by doing that, especially if you're famous. But if you're a guy and start identifying as a woman, you get elevated. Now, look at Bruce Jenner. I know this probably isn't the best comparison because Bruce Jenner was already on the Kardashian show. But when he said, you know what, I want to identify as a woman, then guess what? ESPN came out and gave Bruce Jenner the Courage Award at the ESPYs. Bruce Jenner, as an athlete, hadn't been relevant in over 30, 40 years. You have to go back to the 1970s. They actually did that. It's ridiculous. But now let's jump over here to Woke Light. They're actually defending making Dylan Mulvaney a brand ambassador. They're defending this. Now, of course, you can't actually go out there and buy these cans. I'm pretty sure that Woke Light was probably thinking, you know what, this thing ain't going to sell. How many people do you know that actually want to go out there and get a Dylan Mulvaney Bud Light? Can't think of any. You will never see this on shelves. But of course, they had the virtue signal and make this man who insults women a brand ambassador. Stop drinking Woke Light. Plus, there's better beers out there anyway. Just throwing it out there. But let's read this now, guys. On Saturday, TikTok star Dylan Mulvaney released a video for Woke Light as the beer's newest spokesperson and said the company sent the beer to commemorate the trans-identified activists. And you know what? I don't even like this word here. Trans-identified activists. What actual activist stuff is Dylan Mulvaney even doing? I mean, Dylan Mulvaney is all in this for himself. There's no activism behind this. I would actually say this, post-millennial. The trans-identified grifter. That's a better word. I'm going to use that. And social media influencers 365 Days of Girlhood Project. Fox News reports that after backlash, Woke Light's parent company, Anheuser-Busch, said in a statement the company, quote, works with hundreds of influencers across our brands as one of many ways to authentically connect with audiences across various demographics and passion points. From time to time, we produce unique commemorative cans for fans and for brand influencers like Dylan Mulvaney. This commemorative can was a gift to celebrate a personal milestone and is not for sale to the general public. Dylan Mulvaney, brand influencer. Now I want to know who is actually being influenced by Dylan Mulvaney. That's what I want to know. I mean, there's definitely a lot of weirdos over there on TikTok. And Dylan Mulvaney is a TikTok star. And make no mistake about it, this is why China actually probably, gave us TikTok. Because on TikTok here, the stuff you see on TikTok, the crazy stuff you see on TikTok here, they don't show that stuff in China. You guys don't know that, man. TikTok is a weapon. And it definitely needs to be banned. And there's some other, crazy videos here. This is Ian Miles Chung right here. And that video on the left, that's the original one where Dylan Mulvaney is actually talking about being a brand ambassador for woke light. And this other one here it's weird. There's some music in it. I'm not going to play it. It is disturbing. That's all I'm going to say. Pretty disturbing if you ask me. But activism, this is not an activist right here. This is grifting right here. This is just straight up grifting. It is despicable. And it needs to stop. 365 days of girlhood. No. Unbelievable, guys. What does this say right here? Dylan Mulvaney has released TikTok videos in the 365 Days of Girlhood project, which featured installments such as the sometime after frolicking in the woods and referring to women's genitals as Barbie pockets. What? Really? Like I said, I never watched any of these TikToks because I'm not on TikTok from Dylan Mulvaney. The only time I've seen TikTok videos is when I'm actually doing reaction videos like this one here. That's it. We need more people like Kid Rock to actually fight back. He's a big name, but a whole bunch of other celebrities, they probably feel the same way as like Kid Rock, but they're just so terrified of being canceled and losing their careers because they care about their money. They do. They don't probably care about all this stuff. Dylan Mulvaney is a wacko. A complete and utter wacko. And when I first saw this, I was thinking, is this an April Fool's joke? It's not. It's not. Because Anheuser-Busch put out that statement. Yeah, they're all about this, guys. All about this. I guess if you're a man and you want to make some money, all you got to do is just pimp yourself out. Just say, hey, I'm identifying as a woman, start wearing dresses, and boy, the left is just going to just start clapping for you. Go slay queen, all this other stuff, all this crazy stuff. Because this is the way that they actually want me to be. This is what feminists want. Feminists actually don't want to fight for women. They just probably just want to bring down men. And they're perfectly okay when men actually just want to invade and become women. And you know what? It may get to the point now, man, because these people are so crazy and so woke. They're probably going to come up with a whole new term for women. Because yesterday I did a video where this potential teacher, superintendent got his job offer revoked because he actually called women ladies. Yeah, this is bizarro world. This is the bizarro world that we're living in now, guys. Shout out again to Kid Rock, man. Good job. Stop drinking woke light. These people, these companies, they're not there for you anymore. And it's pretty sad, guys. It is pretty sad. That's just my thoughts on this. What do you guys think of this? Black and White Network fans, let us know what you think about all this in the comments. Make sure to subscribe to the channel. And we'll catch you next time.